as a private, I wasn't really leading much, but I was learning to be a leader, learning the skills that you need, like timeliness and producing things on time. So that helped me. And then as I progressed, I had just made staff sergeant before I transitioned to green and gold. So I'd been in some smaller leadership roles, leading small teams of people. And I can say that what mainly shaped me as an officer is remembering where I came from. Remembering where I came from, they call officers that used to be enlisted, they call us Mustangs. I don't know if that's because we're untamable or because we are just a little bit more rebellious than some of the other officers and the way we think. It's certainly, a lot of the junior troops say that Mustangs were some of the best officers that they've ever dealt with. And I think it's because we connect with them in a different way. The ability to say that I've been there and I've done that. I've done those roles. Also, a lot of times Mustangs, when something is going on that would be more like difficult, like an inventory or like clean up after a range, to pick up the brass. Mustangs a lot of times are not shy about getting out there with the troops and doing that same work with them and working alongside them. And I think there's something to be said about human psychology about that. Like we all want to be led by a leader who sees us, understands us, and will work alongside us. We like the feeling of that person. It's no different than, people that see presidents and they're out walking amongst people and they're out visiting and talking to everyday citizens and with their sleeves rolled up. It's like, you understand me, you see me. It's important to understand that. And that's kind of been my leadership philosophy. As it's progressed, I've kind of been more of a person that leans more into taking care of my people and putting them first. And the military does teach that, but there's still missions to accomplish. The way I look at it typically, and I've had personal experience in this, is that when you put the people first and you are always driving for them, everything else takes care of itself. And I've really not been proven wrong about that yet. So, like when your people believe that you have their best interest at heart, that you really are alongside them, that you want them to grow, that you care about them, no matter what the case is, even if if your mission takes a temporary hit because you needed to give someone some appropriate amount of leave or time off to go visit with family or do something, and you really take the time to pour into them in that way or their own professional development. When you do that, when they come back from the leave or when they come back from the opportunity you gave them, they're usually willing to work even harder for you and they'll row really hard to get the mission accomplished. So you may think, oh man, like my mission, I'm going to take a hit in productivity here. When you come back and that person then talks to all the other people that work for you or talks to their friends, the word then spreads, right? And everyone's like, he really does care about us. He really, I really like working for him. They will push even harder for you. And typically you'll see results that will surprise you. And that's been it's been my experience. And they say that, people, they don't quit their jobs, they quit their bosses. So it's always important to remember that, like, you have the opportunity when you lead people to shape them and to give them everything that they need in a given moment. Maybe their mom passes away, their dad passes away. How you approach that could be life changing for that person. And so if you always approach people in that way and you think about it in that way, it usually just pays dividends more than you could ever imagine.